hater. Motherfuckers really thought I took the elevator. Man, I'll shoot you in the face. Call me.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode. Today I got my boy ParkSide Plugs here. Hyped to get him out here. We're going to chop it up, talk about a lot of shit, covering anywhere from Cali to Colorado. Let's get into it and let him introduce himself.
Baby, it's Plugs, you know the deal. From LA to Chi to Denver, 3 different cities, you know the deal.
How old were you in those like moving frames or like when you were bouncing around?
I was young, bro. Like,
where did it start?
Chicago.
Damn. How old were you when you left Chicago?
I was like 10, 11.
So you were old enough to see some of that kind of gang type of shit or the
for sure.
The shit that goes down? How would you describe Chicago to somebody who hasn't been there?
Shoot, I guess it depends where you live at. You feel me? It depends where you live at.
Yeah.
But where I live, I guess it was pretty ghetto for sure. I was in the trenches.
What were you doing in Chicago as a kid? Just wandering around and shit?
Wandering around, going to school, getting in trouble, type shit.
And then after Chicago, where were you out to then?
California, Maywood.
Damn.
California.
How long did you live in Cali?
For like 5 years.
You fuck with Cali?
For sure. That's my main place right there, bro.
Yeah? How old were you when you left Cali?
15, 16.
Do you regret maybe not having gone to high school out there? Like the homies that you had made or grown up with out there, was it like tougher to see them right before the edge of high school versus like maybe having gone earlier?
I mean, I look at regret it just in general. Like, it ain't even about none of that.
Yeah.
I just regret it. Like, but our parents had to do what they had to do because we were getting in too much trouble out over there. You feel me?
What kind of trouble?
Like, a lot of fights, threats.
Okay.
Shit like that.
Just some young kid shit.
Yeah.
I feel you. Where'd you go after that? Because somehow you got to Colorado.
Yeah, so we had this family member that went up to LA to visit.
Yeah.
And they're like, hey, I heard you guys live here now. Like, we're over here visiting. You guys want to like meet up?
Hell yeah.
And like obviously I was like pull up, you know.
Yeah.
And they came over, bro, and they were pretty cool. Like, it was my age, and then they're like,
their kids were?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're like, dude, you need to move to Denver. Like, it's way better. Trust me. Blah blah.
What were the big advantages they were trying to push to you of coming to Denver? Just it being like a better vibe?
Yeah, just better everything, bro. I forgot what they had told me back in the day. Because if they would have told me right now, I'd be like, nah, fuck that. You feel me? Like, but like, I just fell for it. And then my brother was getting in too much trouble, so
yeah,
that was
he bounced out with you.
Yeah, so we're like, y'all gotta just move regardless, you know?
No, hell yeah. When you got to Colorado, what started everything? Because obviously, how old were you when you started rapping or making music?
Well, I feel like there's 2 different time frames. Because I started when I was like 8.
Really?
Yeah, 8 years old.
Damn.
But I was just in the freestyling and the remixing songs.
Okay.
Like, I was the type of person, like, that, like, for example, like, what's a good song right now? Like, what's a good example?
Like Babyface, a song by him?
Like, I don't even know who that is. Baby Ray Face or something like that?
Babyface, yeah.
Nah. For example, like, say you get a big song, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I got 1, 2,
like
3,
Despacito.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8 M's in my bank account.
Okay.
And then like I'll be at school.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then I'll say some other shit like ifs in my grades, and then I'll say some other shit that rhymes.
Were you recording that and like posting that at that point, or that was just
young,
like
I didn't even have a phone.
You were just doing that shit for like the homies and shit.
On my post-it notes.
Fuck yeah.
And shit like that in school, and then like my mom, she, you know, you're a Mexican, you know, your mom always be playing songs when you wake up, you know, clean. And then there was a song called Factoria, it's a Spanish song, reggaeton. And then it's called Perdóname by Factoria.
Yeah.
And I was like, I would just play it back, but I didn't want to see the video. I wanted to see like the lyric version of it, so I could learn every word.
So your lips matched it up.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that was like my first thing. I just wanted to learn. If I really like the song, I want to know every lyric, but I want to read it as I go.
Would you say that a lot of the like music earlier on was Spanish related, or is that still like what you're listening to mainly?
Yeah, that's all I listen to right now.
are you directly trying to advertise or appeal to like a Spanish speaking crowd versus an English crowd, or you split it up? Because some of the stuff I've heard is like you get the feature with a Spanish person, but like your verse might have some English in it. So like
for sure. I try to just look. I feel like I just want to kind of, I don't know how to explain it, but I don't even know how to explain the question, bro.
You just kind of want to stay open to both sides.
Yeah, I want to stay open. Like, I want to stay versatile.
You don't want to close off and become Bad Bunny, but
type shit. Bro, I want to do English, Spanish songs.
Yeah.
So right now, I haven't released any Spanish songs, but I have, like, been mixing it up, like, where I'm rapping in English and I say, like, 2 words in Spanish and then go back to English. So that's kind of giving them a hint for, like, in the future.
Yeah.
Like, a big Spanish drop.
Would you say Spanish is your first language or English?
First language,
yeah.
Spanish, yeah. And then I started learning English over there and fucking... I was that kid in school that, like, the teacher had to come to your class and take you out so you could learn English.
Oh, ESL. Yeah. Fuck yeah, bro. My mom's a teacher. I get that shit. ESL. What do you think growing up... You talk about that a little. You're being pulled out of class to go, like, learn English and stuff like that. When you were in school, did you feel like a difference between other kids, or is it something that like fucked you up where like you're Spanish speaking and like you're with a bunch of English speaking kids and like that? What was that like?
Nah, it was for sure different, for sure. Like at home, there's nothing but my parents speaking Spanish, my little brother speaking Spanish to me.
Yeah.
Uncles that pull up Spanish, nothing but Spanish. And then like going to school, bro, I try to say words like. For example, like I remember trying to say duck, like and dog, and then like,
and it came out a little wrong.
And I would just be at school like, yeah, bro, my mom just bought us a little duck, and I was like, wait, what's the difference between duck and dog?
Oh, so it would fuck you up in the moment, not it like confused you more.
And then they'll be like a duck, and I was like, like when they will like get weirded out, and I'll be like, no, I meant a dog. Oh, that makes sense.
Nah, yeah. Did it? How long would it take? Not would it take, but did it take for you to not perfect English, but become like where it was like a switch?
For sure, like by the time I hit like 6th grade, 5th grade, I was already just speaking English, just trying to.
I feel you. So what do you think about public school then? A little coming from somebody who wasn't like English, or I don't want to say like. Typical, but it was a little bit harder for you to understand and grow through it. Was public school something that you enjoyed in the end? Or
nah.
No? You didn't fuck with that shit?
I'm not gonna lie to you, like, when I was young, people used to always try to bully me and shit.
Just because of Spanish, or?
No, just in general.
Really?
So I just don't fuck with public school, especially not now with the whole shootings and everything going on.
I think it's like...
But, like, I just don't fuck with school, bro. Like,
for real.
Since I was going to school, the only time I remember doing good in school was when I was like in 8th grade, bro.
Yeah.
That was the only time I remember doing good.
Was it a year that you felt like the subjects intrigued you, or that was just a year where like everything went smooth?
That was the year I moved to California and I didn't know anybody, so I couldn't get sidetracked. Like all I had to do was just focus on the teacher, bro. You feel me? But as soon as I hit 9th grade, bro. I already know everybody. Fuck school.
Yeah.
I was there to talk to them.
So, did you skip school in high school a lot?
Like, every other day, bro. Like, there was a whole, like, in here, when I came over here. No, let me start over there. In California. Yeah, like, when I was in LA, bro, I would hop the fence over there. The schools, right here, I don't see it often.
You had to jump the fence to leave school.
Yeah, like, right here, I don't see it often. Like, schools are just, like a regular building, not gated.
You can just walk out.
Yeah, over there, bro. It's like fucking 12
prison yard.
12 feet high gate.
That's crazy.
And I had to jump it and shit.
What were you doing when you were skipping school?
I would go with the homies, like with my homies, to this skate shop called Warning Skate Shop.
You fuck with skating then?
I would just skate like cruising and all that.
Okay.
Like not with the tricks and shit. Cause one time I fell, and I almost broke my arm, bro.
So you and the homies would skip school and type shit like that. When did you graduate school, or did you leave early? You left early?
Yeah.
How early?
Well, somehow I made it to my senior year.
Okay.
Yeah, I made it to my senior year, but I was still missing all my credits from LA.
They didn't transfer them over?
Like, No, like I didn't even get any credits. Like I only had.
You mean like you didn't qualify for them? It's not like they didn't give them to you.
Like,
okay.
Like I wasn't even like say that I was in another school.
Yeah.
Like if I was in LA, they'll be like, "You're staying in freshman until you."
They would just hold your ass back.
You'll go sophomore.
Yeah.
Bro, me, I was still missing credits from my freshman year, and somehow these are like.
They never stopped you.
They still kept moving me up a grade. You know?
That's crazy, bro. That's like. Do you blame the school for that then as a senior? Is that kind of where the motivation came? Like, fuck this shit, I'm out, like the last year, because of the fact that they kind of lacked on just like, not giving you the keys, but like being like, dude, this dude should probably wait another year.
Low-key, yeah, because like, that low-key, I was like, I'm a senior, and all the homies would be like, bro, we about to graduate. And I'm like, bro, I gotta fucking do all these exams so I could pass my freshman year credits. I'm like, fuck that. So,
when you dropped out, what happened after that? How old were you?
I was like 16.
Oh, damn. You were like young still.
Yeah, I was like 16, but...
What were the first steps after?
Work.
Just getting a job?
I was basically already working when I was 16.
Family business or?
Nah, just my job where I'm at right now still.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I was just working there and low-key like... You know, like you fall in love with money, you know?
Yeah, especially if it's like money you can appreciate.
And when you're going to work, when you're going to school and they know you're going to school, like they only, like my job only allows you to work Saturday and Sunday, which are your days off.
Yep.
And I'll be like, fuck man, I need to get more money, but...
They won't let you get the hours.
So like, look, I started telling them like, hey, I have Monday and Friday off. I only go to school 3 days. And they started giving me...
They believed you. Nah, that's what's up.
I just sneaked in like that. I just sneaked into my job like that. Left school immediately.
Nah, yeah. So, I mean, in the same respect, I don't look at that as like anything where dropping out's like a bad thing. Do you think now it's kind of a thing that you don't give a fuck about at all and it's just part of who like made you?
Well, like, I guess like nowadays I'm just trying to improve. Like, I'm in the what is it called? I'm in the phase right now where I'm just trying to improve at everything. Like,
yeah, you want your life to abundantly grow.
I just want to build a good, strong base. You know what I'm saying? So, like, say for example, like this won't work. I want to make sure this and this could work. You know? You good, brother?
Yeah, my bad. I'm coughing like a bitch.
Somebody get my bro water. Hey, now but like here for I'm done smoking.
Nah, you're good. You're good.
I'm gonna focus on this.
Nah, yeah, I don't wanna get you too fried.
Let's check it. What was the question?
About dropping out, whether it's something that now you regret versus like look at it as like I grew from that and that's what made me.
That's what made me.
Yeah.
The struggle made me because back in the day I was struggling. Like there's like more to it than just dropping out.
Nah, fuck yeah.
You feel me? There's more to it. There's like.
It's the daily shit that happens that gets the
girl.
Yeah.
My parents divorcing. My little brother going to jail. It was just so many things, and I was like, man, fuck, I'm just gonna get money.
What was all that like handling it in the moment? Because I'm sure, like, when you said you're divorced, my bad. When all this is happening, like, were you thrust into a role where, like, you weren't exactly the household leader, but, like, your brother goes to jail, like, you got to pick up some kind of slack and type shit like that?
I was kind of just like, nah, I really don't give a fuck.
You were just fucking off.
Yeah, that was just the word. But it wasn't like I don't give a fuck about life and none of that. I just don't give a fuck about school or anybody. Just my job.
So now, like, I run into this problem when I think about having fucking kids is like, I don't know the advice that I give my kid is like the best advice because it's the honest advice. If I would tell my kid like, don't drop out of school, bro, like I sat there all throughout high school saying fuck this shit. My parents made me go to college and I'm stuck down in Florida, so I couldn't get out of it. And like I'm sitting there and I'm like, fuck, I would drop out if I could, but I'm not able to. So like, what do you think saying to your kid or your future self, like, what would you recommend if somebody was like, I want to drop out? Are you saying drop out still? Or
I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna be real strict to my kids about that. Real talk. I want to be the best father and like the best role model, like to my kids, where they have a father that teaches them basically everything. Like I want to teach them how to be a mechanic, cook, fight,
how to handle their shit,
sports, even music. I want to teach them how to write poems. But one thing for sure is that they ain't gonna drop out of school anymore.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna.
You want them to stick with it.
I'm gonna make sure they're better than that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Is college something you want for your kid? If it's possible, or it's not something you want to push?
No. That like I'll let them choose. You know what I'm saying? But at that moment, like I feel like they'll be old enough to already know a lot of things.
Hell yeah.
Where they don't even need school like to learn those things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
they can learn all of that through the real world, bro.
Yeah, through the real world. That's what I want. But as long as you graduate and get your diploma, like you're already a better myself. You know? Like, I want to be better than me. So when that happens, like I'm gonna be really just a proud person, bro. Like school's a big thing for me.
Yeah, it's important.
Nobody in my family has graduated.
Really?
Nah.
Have they gone, or have some of them just not fucked with it at all from the get?
Like they haven't even gotten. Well, my little brother's graduated their GEDs, but that's not graduating. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it still stands for something. It still stands for
it, but I never experienced this being right there on the stage watching a family member
like walk for graduation,
and smile. You feel me? All that celebration where you throw a little grad panty. I
mean, shit, bro. That's motivation for sure. Like that gives you shit to live for. What else do you live for? What makes you wake up every day? We'll get back to the music shit, but what makes you get like up and like you just live? Like you're willing to slide over for an interview or link with your bro for food.
Most definitely, like. I'm just motivated right now, man. Like every day, this has been for the past year and a half, I'll say. Well, I just been this way, you know.
Yeah.
Maybe not as motivated as I am right now, but a year and a half ago, everything started like my journey just to get better and
fuck yeah.
Not think about the past because I've been through some deep things where you know what I'm saying, like.
Yeah. It made you become a new person.
The person that I am right now, like the person that's like I'm here for a reason. So I just try to be a better example, like. I know I got these tattoos and gauges, you know what I'm saying, and that might not be the best example, but if I have some advice to give you, I'll give you the best advice from the shit I've experienced.
Hell yeah.
You know?
Shoot it.
And that's why, like, every day, like, I just wake up and I'm like, you know what, like, what pushes me to wake up is just, like, I have so many plans right now.
You have goals.
So many goals right now, like, with music and seeing where this is gonna take me.
Yeah.
And I see a good road. As of right now, I see a good road. It's been bumpy. But
I
see a good road ahead of me. Like I don't see a dead end yet. You know?
You see a future for real.
I see a future. That's why I'm just chasing it because back in the day, bro.
It was hard to see shit
like I didn't even see a road ahead of me no more where I was just, you know.
What'd you do to get through those days? Like, I'm sure like a lot of people know like depression's real, and like I don't think like in some families like. And even friend groups, like people don't like directly address being like sad or not being happy. So like when you were going through it, did you have a good group of people like that you could go to, or was that shit that you dogged it out through? Really?
My coworkers, yeah.
How'd you get on that? Just working and talking?
Yeah, like I'll work and they'll look at me different. They'll be like, "What's up? Like, what's wrong with you?" and things like that.
True empaths.
And then, like at some point, I just started venting, bro. And I couldn't stop. Like I had to just keep telling them. And then don't fucking tell the other worker, not everybody's over here giving me advice.
They all kind of circle up.
Yeah, but I wasn't taking it at first. Like, I wasn't taking it at first when, like, my depression phase started.
Was it kind of just therapy at the beginning? Like you were just ranting?
Just speaking to my ear, bro.
Yeah.
And I always be like this, like, somebody take me. Like, I always be like that.
Yeah.
Like, that's why nowadays in my songs I talk about, like it's my fault. It was just the advice I didn't take. Because somebody was there, you know, like somebody was definitely there.
Does that advice come back to you later? Like, do you think you be thinking about it later? You're like, damn, like I just applied that shit, and
yeah, there was times There was times when like I'll be depressed as fuck.
Yeah.
And like I'll have homies saying like, "But what's up? I haven't seen you in a long time. Can I pull up?" Like
yeah.
And they'll be talking to me like, "Damn, bro, I've been wanting to talk to somebody and this and that."
They're in the same boat as you.
And I don't even tell them that's what I'm going through, right? I don't tell them. But
you never relate
all these stories about a lot of shit that I could relate to right now, and I'll just be like, bro, look, like the best advice I could give you, and I'll literally give them the advice that I should be taking from these people that are telling me.
Like you could format the way you succeed, but like and like feel better about yourself, but then it was easy to tell people that shit, but then it was harder to like actually apply it within your shit. Is it because the problems were different or like?
Yeah, I was in love.
I feel that, bro.
Toxic relationship, bro.
Toxic.
That literally led me to some dark faces and shit.
The spicy Latina?
Low key, yeah.
Damn, bro. Asians too. They're all crazy.
Shit. I think they're all crazy for sure.
Are you still looking for love or?
Nah, I am.
You're just.
Yeah, because I don't want to be like 30 with no kids and shit, no family.
But you got to be right. What what qualifies like a girl to you? Not a girl, like a woman. Like when you
yeah.
look at somebody or like even like hanging out with girls, like what do you look for where you're like I could set some shit up with that, but learning from it being toxic or bad in the past.
Yeah, one thing is like I see everything. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Like I literally pay attention to every detail type shit. And like I don't know, but I notice like a lot of red flags and things like that. Like I just want a girl that, like, first of all, like no judgment or none of that. Like I don't want my girl like the second she tells me she does OnlyFans and she's a stripper or something like that.
Like she's not yours.
Like
exactly.
you're not mine because like you kind of been all over the place.
Other people see you in the same way you're supposed to see her.
You know what I'm saying?
100%.
And I just want somebody that has a real job.
Yeah.
And not only I guess every job's a real job, but like,
structure.
Yeah, and that if I tell her like, where do you see yourself in 5 years, which I always ask.
Yeah.
And she has a good like, I want to. Right now, I'm working on this job.
She has a plan.
She has a job right now,
yeah.
which is regular.
Yeah.
But with the money she's making, the profit that comes out of the bills, she's investing that into the base of her real goal. Like whether it's being a professional nail technician and having your own salon, to being a cosmetologist and
some sort of hustle.
Having your own thing, like hustle where like you're doing something you love. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like when a girl tells me that, like even if you're not making the biggest amount of money out there, like these other girls, like 1,000 per day from doing some shit that's setting you up for failure, or you know what I'm saying, or just something like being known as a bad person. Or, I don't know. You know. You
don't want that image out there that's how you make your money if it's your only income. I get it.
I wanna for sure a good girl that's also gonna help me push. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, don't get no more tattoos. Like, even though, like, you know what I'm saying? I want a girl that's gonna push me to just be a better person, bro.
She's gonna be in your ear, but it's like on the actual shit that matters.
Like, you just buy some new shoes. Like, it's cool to let me be me, you know. But it's also good to have somebody telling you like these things that you're doing wrong at times, you know.
So
instead of just living alone and just doing whatever.
Just being a bachelor.
Yeah, like,
I feel you. Do you like being a bachelor though? In some angles. Is it better? Where's it better at? Like, I've been in a fucking relationship for 4 years, so.
Like, music-wise? Like, when it comes to, like, girls to my videos.
Okay.
Yeah, because before that, I don't really care.
It's like the imagery of it.
Because I don't go to clubs, but that's one thing about me. I don't go to parties. So, like, obviously, like, if I was the type to do that, I would be like, oh, well, that's where the good part is. Like, I'm single and I get to go to clubs and all that. But I'm basically just single and just stay at home.
No, hell yeah.
Studio,
homebody.
Work. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think clubs are a waste of money?
I
mean, like, they're good for events and stuff.
They're good for networking.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes you go and you don't know who you're going to come across with.
Hell yeah.
You know? But other than that, like, I feel like it's a bad thing. Like, not a bad thing, but it's just, like, if you know, like, it's been getting kind of violent out here. You feel me? So, like, every weekend, like, people's dying in clubs, you feel me, shutting down clubs and all that. So I feel like, I don't know, that's just not the type of person I am. I want to live a long time.
No, hell yeah. You don't want to get caught up in some stupid shit.
And like doing what I'm doing right now, I'd just rather stay out the picture, like out of that picture, you feel me?
No, I feel that.
Do my own thing. I'll go to clubs when it's time to celebrate something big.
That's a quote.
Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit about growing, like your music and stuff. So you started off as a boxer, right?
Yeah.
Was that your main like personality on Instagram at first?
Yeah.
What were your goals there, and what happened? That transitioned into rapping.
My goals there were just to honestly be a professional athlete.
Yeah.
It wasn't even boxing. It was like
you was training every day and doing that shit.
I was training every day. But at the same time, I said when I go to school, I play soccer in recess, and that's all I wanted to do.
Really?
Yeah. So I was.
Were you good at soccer?
I'm good at soccer. I'm good at boxing. Like.
Is you fast as fuck?
Low key, I was a fast runner. Yeah, and it took me a little bit to get tired.
Damn.
Like I had good condition.
What you think you could run? What would your 40 be now?
What do you mean?
Like 40-yard dash.
Shit, I don't even know, bro. I never really paid attention.
Nah, I feel you. So then how did you transition from boxing into rap? And do you think a lot of the people from boxing came to watch your rap?
Yeah, probably
That's hard.
Like 25%. But look, so I was boxing, and there was a thing where I started thinking about it, and this is before I thought about taking music serious. Like years ago, I was like, I don't want to box no more. There'll be times when I go 3 months without training, and then I'll come back and coach will be like, where's you at? And
Damn, you just would ghost him?
Yeah. Low key, bro, and I'll just get in my own zone.
Yeah.
And I started thinking, is this really what I want to do?
Yeah.
You know
I mean, shit.
But then, like, I'll think back, like, no, but I always told myself I will be a professional athlete.
Was it you doing that in your head, or was that a voice of somebody else?
Myself.
Really?
Yeah, but people tell me, like, nah, bro, I want to see you in the gym Monday. Please come. Like, you have a purpose. Like, bro, you're going to be a world champ. But I'll hear, and the next day it'll be out of my ear. You know? But, like, the passion for it left a long time ago. But the thought about me telling myself I wanted to be a pro athlete when I was a kid, that's what kept pushing me.
That gave you a goal.
Like, I was like, I need to become professional at this because I already told myself I was, you know?
No,
So
hell yeah,
as soon as I
bro.
became a professional athlete, professional boxer, I was like, boom, like I accomplished something huge already.
Nah, hell yeah.
You know? And so, it was like dropping out of school, just stop doing that.
Yeah.
And then just hanging out with my homies, pushing me to do music.
So then the music grind, who did you start that with? Because I wanted to cover some of the people that you're definitely interacting with now and that you've known for a while, like we were talking about earlier. But who really do you think gave you that initial, like, bro, go hard, like, take this shit and go?
I'll say,
maybe it's not even just one person. I don't want to, if it's a group of people and shit.
It'll be, shoot, I don't even know the names now. Like, it's hard to think right now.
Nah, I feel you. My bad.
It'll be all those people, like, that I used to go to the club with. And I'll always freestyle on my way to the club. And they'll be like, bro, you know,
they were, like, geeking in the car, yeah.
And, like, if they're watching this video, like, the people at work.
Comment down below.
Yeah, the people at work where, I'll be working.
Yeah.
And I had a rough day, and on my way back to, like, to the work site to pick up my car, I'll be like, bro, put a beat on, I'm about to freestyle. Tell me what you think.
Fuck yeah.
And they'll be like, bro, you need to take this serious. Like, I feel like if you take this serious, like, you could take it somewhere.
Is that how you do a lot of your music then, is freestyling it, or do you like to write?
I start freestyling it.
Okay.
But then, like, from there, I create, like, a little melody in my head, I guess.
Fuck yeah.
I was like, I wanted to sound just like my freestyle, but, like, obviously, like, speak it better words, everything.
Yeah, so let me get back on it. You drop on Apple, SoundCloud, where else?
Apple, SoundCloud, music videos on YouTube, Spotify, all that.
Dogfather Polo. So when I was watching, I ran down probably 4 of these videos on here that I came up at the very top, and I watched this one, but then what led off of it was a Moneyside Suede song, and then I was like, oh shit, I didn't know who the Dogfather Polo. Am I saying that right?
Yeah, Dogfather Polo. Shout out my homie Polo, for real.
Fuck yeah, bro. When I like clicked on it, I like listened to that song, and like I started going off of every link that he was featured on, and finally got to his YouTube channel. And I was like, oh shit, like bro's kind of popping and shit. How are you getting these like crazy ass link ups, bro? Or like you said earlier, Suede's like a family friend that you worked with and shit, but other people, bro, like how are you networking like this? That somebody at home who's do you have a manager?
I basically do.
Okay.
My homie Blur, JB, they try to help me out. Basically, all my homies, we just advise each other the best way. We're not officially signed to nobody, but like we just advise each other and try to stick together.
Fuck yeah.
Try not to sign right now.
Would you sign with probably a personal label or a bigger label if you could? Like some rapper's label versus Interscope or some big ass shit like that.
I'll probably sign to a big label.
Okay.
Like Empire, Atlantic, something like that, you know.
What do you think the motion, or what do you think like it's gonna take in the next year or two to get that?
Just keep working hard, bro. Stay consistent. I've been trying to stay consistent. Like nowadays, I started adding vlogs to like my career. That's something I used to do back when I was young. And I was
just like, record your day.
This is the perfect time right now.
Hell yeah.
Because I'm doing all these things, you know.
Bro.
And I was like, it'll be cool. Like I know people would like to see.
And you're dropping those on your YouTube?
My homie the Mac Films channel.
Fuck yeah, so Mac. Shout out Mac. So with vlogs and stuff like that, like what's your ideal goal with content? What do you aim for every month to release, or what's your line there?
1 to 2 vlogs a month, 1 song or 2 songs per month.
Fuck yeah.
If I take a little long on dropping a song, I'll definitely try to drop some of my songs that I wanted to trash up, and I'll try to drop something like that on SoundCloud, you know?
No, hell yeah.
Just to stay consistent and giving them something to either listen or watch.
So when you're dropping on these platforms, did you, like, at the beginning, was it overwhelming to do, or has it been something for you where it's just kind of like, not you enjoyed the process, but it wasn't that much extra work to you?
It's always a lot of work.
Have you? Yeah.
Stressed out. Yeah. I guess when you're stressed out and get nervous, cause you want a good impression. You know, you wanna like. I be getting stressed out, like, making sure it's gonna be a good video.
Yeah.
Something good for them to
like
watch.
high quality, good content.
Yeah, like for sure.
What was somebody or like something when you moved to Denver that you saw in the rap scene and kind of pursued or followed up with?
Yeah. You said someone?
Someone or somebody, anything.
Yeah. Money Sign Suede.
Wait,
Yeah,
he's from here originally?
No, he's from South Central LA, HP LA.
Damn, okay.
So it's like he's definitely a person like when we was young kids, like 12 years, 11 years old, we drop out of school. We'll always find something to do, like whether it's go to Venice Beach, the malls.
That sounds lit.
And just that's like one of the people like that I just always admire and acknowledge and like support him, you know?
No, hell yeah.
Because he shows love to me, I show love to him.
What's it been like for you with him being locked up?
I mean, just being away from LA, I feel like it's already been tough. You know what I'm saying?
Does that make it a lot harder to link with them? Because they...
Yeah, not for sure.
Do they mainly stay there, or do they come out of state?
No, they go there.
Okay.
They stay there, right there. I'm the only one to be back and forth. But, we were talking about something else. Oh, yeah, with Suede, like...
Yeah.
That is one of the people, like, for sure. Not just because, like, of the person he is right now, but just as a friend and, like, the things we went through together. It's always about the things
you know he's
we
a
went
genuine person, and, like, it's...
Yeah, like, because there's just... I feel like that's one of my only friends that I was close with in LA. But what is it called? Like being in like when we'll drop out.
Yeah. Did he drop out as well? Like,
yeah. But one of the things is like, I remember being at Venice Beach and we'll be listening to like music, and there's a song always called No Flex Zone, and I know like that's one of the songs that really started pushing me right there. And the things we used to tell each other, we used to go to the mall and look at all these shoes worth like 400, 200, like even just 100 was expensive.
That should give you guys motivation.
And we'll be looking at them right there through the glass box at the mall.
Yeah.
And then we'll be like, hey, excuse me, how much are these shoes? How much are these shoes?
Like you finna buy them?
Yeah. And then they'll be like, oh, those are $450, and me and Sue will look at each other like, God damn. And we'll be like this. Watch, we'll have them one day. And then like nowadays we have those shoes. And,
dude, yeah.
And it's like we always remind each other like of those little comments we used to make to each other.
Yeah.
Like we used to watch unboxing videos. Like
bro, me too.
Skating unboxing videos, like
dude.
Like where they get a care package and they're unboxing like.
And it's all the free shit from the company that they literally get for free.
I used to go over his house and we'd just be right there like watching all that shit on YouTube.
Dude, I used to watch that dude on YouTube that did the Jordans on the big white table, and he'd unbox all the fours and the ones.
The OBO from
and all the exclusives, bro. I'd be like, damn. And then I'd see them go up, and I'd just be like, fuck, I'm not getting them.
That's one thing that really pushed me, like right there, like doing all these little comments that we used to make to each other. Comments that just been stuck in my head ever since. Like telling each other that we gonna have them one day.
No, hell yeah.
And seeing a Rolls Royce outside like a big parking lot and next to a McLaren, and we'll be like, bro, watch when we pull up like to a mall like this, come buy those shoes.
There's levels to it all.
And like a McLaren and you like in a Lambo.
Yeah.
We'll always tell each other shit like that.
How do you handle your finances? Or how do you save money? What's your
money?
You suck at it?
Yeah, I suck at saving
money. Do you have like a way though that like you would recommend? I mean, not like, I don't know how to say it. Maybe it's not a good question, but if you want to save money, how would you do it? Or like, what's your way to retain some money? I know you're not.
Probably doing less shopping.
Okay.
Do less shopping, eating out right now is a big thing. Like the price has been going up, bro. Like
it's
I'm getting
expensive
like
as
2
fuck.
tacos, bro, for $16. I'm like,
Them
like
tortillas
I get
must go
home,
crazy.
get home, cook 2 more tortillas, and throw a little bit of meat to make it 4. Hey, nah, but real talk, like saving money is just a bad thing for me. But right now I'm investing.
In
right
what?
now. So I wouldn't call it wasting. My clothing brand.
What's your clothing brand called?
From the park. From the park. So that would be like.
Is that it on?
Yeah, like this sweats right here.
Fuck
but
yeah.
It comes with a hoodie too.
Okay.
You know, it's like
how much are you doing them for?
They're dropping next week or in the next 2 weeks. $40 sweats or $40 hoodie.
Okay.
And if you buy the set, $75.
That's not bad.
And it's gonna be all like personally like handled.
Well then, on that branch, what's been getting into clothing like for you?
It's been dope. It's something that I wanted to do for a long time. Like, it's something I just wanted to do since my YouTube vlogging days.
Fuck yeah.
Like, yeah, where I always wanted to just like have wearing something of myself, like my face in it. You know what I'm saying? Something that I created.
Yeah.
It's been dope. It's been stressful. Like trying to find somebody to make my logos and find a good merchandiser.
It was hard to outsource everything.
Yeah. Like right now, I'm like slowly starting to find the right people.
No, yeah.
But I know that there's a long road to it. This is gonna be my first job.
Are you supplying out of Cali or LA?
Yeah, downtown LA.
You got them high quality thick johns?
All that.
Hell yeah, bro.
This is some good shit right here.
Nah, fuck yeah. So when you're doing the clothing and stuff, what's the goal there? Is that to make that as big as you rapping, or have that as something that's kind of separate and it's like the creativity, like freedom?
I wanted to, there's creativity, freedom, for sure. But I wanted to be as in like, I wanted to grow with me.
No, hell yeah.
To grow with me, and right now that I'm barely starting.
But it won't be like you'll focus on the music and the clothing comes with it as like
and eventually I'll have my little brother just handle the whole clothing part and help me with designing.
So is family big to you then?
Yeah.
You're big on family?
Well, I'm not really, like, I'm close to my family, like, I do text them and shit like that.
Yeah.
But we're just so separated from each other. My little brother just got released from prison.
Yeah.
So it was the first time I get to really
see
hang out
him
with
again
him in 6 years.
What was that like? Was it tough to see him come out, or was it all just kind of like excitement for him?
It's tough, and it's like, it's a good, like, I'm happy about it, and it's also tough in certain ways, because, like, he went in at such a young age. I mean,
he missed a big guy.
Where he missed so much. Like,
that sucks, man.
Where like knowledge, learning.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I mean,
like,
he had the jail experience, but not
that
the
real life experience. You know what I'm saying? Like your car breaks down.
Like even being did he go in as a kid or like?
He was just I think 15.
Yeah, so he missed being like
He's 22 now.
He missed partying. He missed high school. He missed football. Like that's crazy, bro. And like when you look back on it, obviously the easy recommendation is don't do whatever you do, but when you're in there, like, did he have advice how he capitalized on it or how he made
advice.
it? Yeah.
Yeah, he gave me advice. It's barely been a few days, so we haven't really talked about no thing like that. But
no, I mean, I'm happy for him, man.
But what makes me just tough is like, I want him to have a job, and I want him to like he still has to learn how to communicate with.
He's got to get into the real world
instead of being in there where you don't really know how to communicate with somebody without starting drama forever. This little thing, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, I feel you.
In that jail life,
it's not as like fested out here.
Yeah.
So then, moving off of family, what's your Colorado family like? Like where you see the people? I
don't got family out here.
Well, no, I mean like the music wise, like your homies, all that shit. Because we talked about Suede and them. They're LA. So when you came to Denver and started doing the music and stuff like that, who are the homies out here?
Homies out here.
Obviously Mac
Films. That's one of my main homies. I would say I have a small circle.
Okay.
I have homies, and then I have rap homies where we only hang out on times when it's time to visit the studio.
Yeah.
I don't really got homies that like I can hit up and be like out here.
No, I feel you.
Be like, hey bro, let's go out to eat to this little restaurant. Like I don't really know homies like that.
No, I feel you.
But for sure, like,
is some of that trust, or is that just like you didn't ever?
There's trust, bro, on things that I've been through in life where I got jumped out in the street world. Like, you feel me? Like, I got
by yourself or with other people?
By with other people, and they don't do nothing about it. So nowadays, like,
that's crazy, bro.
I need to go with somebody I'm gonna trust. If not, I'd rather just eat some fast food, drive through, and get the fuck out of it.
But when you came out here, then you said Mac and some of them. My bad, I interrupted.
No. You're good. Freaking. Well, honestly, I met all of them just like with this music shit. I feel like all my friends now.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have a friend that I've known for more than 2 years.
I feel you.
Yeah.
So, getting off, we're going into 42 minutes. So, what are you looking forward to in 2023? Because we're recording this and it's still before the new year. So,
yeah.
What are your goals?
My goals is just to, first is well, basically the same goals that I have right now.
Yeah.
But just be a bigger influential person and being bigger than anything, you know, like growing my fan page. I want to grow my fan page, my brand. I want to maybe get a few big features done.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I got some big names that I want to work with this coming year. So when I knock those features out, it's like I already accomplished something, you know?
Fuck yeah. Man, I feel that.
But I'm never gonna stop aiming for more. Regardless.
Yeah, you're just gonna keep growing.
Like I always have a new goal. Like this is just some goals that I could just think of above my head right now.
I feel you.
But like tomorrow I have a new goal and a new goal and a new goal.
It grows as you go.
Yeah, I live my day. You know what I'm saying? With a purpose.
No, fuck yeah, bro. So, when was your first show, and what was that kind of like for you?
It was back in I think it was June 26th.
Okay.
7 p.m.
2022?
Yeah.
Okay.
With CNG, I was co-headlining for CNG. CNG is a big California artist.
Yeah.
Shout out CNG. They let me perform I think it was just one of the openers.
Okay.
It wasn't co-headlining, none of that.
Yeah.
It was a good experience, bro. It was my first show.
Big turnout?
I was nervous. We had probably around 35, 50 people in the crowd.
It's a crowd, though.
It's a small crowd.
Yeah.
But they showed love, and that's where I first experienced like holding the mic and rapping to
getting that feeling.
Yeah,
it radiates back.
That was also like that was a good time. And then after that, I performed I believe October 22nd.
Yeah.
Which was not too long ago, in the Roxy Theater. So that was my first time performing in Denver.
Fuck yeah, bro.
Yeah,
what was that like?
My first one was in Greeley.
Yeah.
And a lot of people
I used to live there.
A lot of people didn't want to drive up there to go see.
Oh, that's how it was. I lived there for the first year.
So look, boom. This one was in Denver, so it was my first Denver show. October 22nd, co-headliner. Now I'm a co-headliner.
Like you were the feature.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now we got Bravo the Back Chaser. Big, you know?
Yeah,
so that was already big for me. Like, that was a dream come true. Like, you know what I'm saying? So now I'm performing co-headline for Bravo. Bro, that was probably the biggest crowd I've had. Probably 500 people.
That's crazy,
400,
bro.
500 people. And then everybody just shining their flashlight, bro. And turning up to my song. Like,
that's nuts.
Just seeing everybody. And I could have sworn, obviously, a lot of people don't know me.
Yeah.
They were mostly there for Bravo, you know?
But I mean, they were bumping you still.
And I put the mic, I'm rapping and shit. My song's going in the background, and I hear people in the crowd talking
yeah.
And they're like, bro, this one is hard. What's his name?
They're looking you up on their phone.
Yeah,
that's tough, bro.
That was big. And then I just performed about 2 weeks ago, a week and a half ago with Raw for the Plug.
That one, bro. Stink Team.
Yeah, so shout out Stink Team. And then
what's it been like making those collaborations?
Dude, it's just been dope, just networking and just knowing that I'm co-headlining for all these people that I listen to on my daily basis, you know, and be if people tell me who's some of your favorite artists are on
mainstream.
Yeah.
Not
yet.
And
then I linked up with Swifty Blue in Fort Collins, Colorado.
What was that like?
For a little pop-up show.
Yeah, what was that like, bro?
It was cool. It was mostly homies, It wasn't really from people that were just pulling up to watch the show. It was mostly all the homies just got together and we linked up and we made our own little club, bro. It wasn't even about performing. And then we decided to go get some pizza after that.
Yeah.
Well, that shit was cool until we decided to go get some pizza at this little bar. It's like a pizza bar.
Yeah.
And then me and Swifty was just right there like, hey, let's go down and see what's up downstairs. It's a 2-floor building.
Yeah.
And we finished eating pizza, so we're like, hey, let's go see what's up in the first floor, like, you know what I'm saying?
Just kind of
peek
around.
Yeah. Vibe was out. And then somebody came up to him like, yo, what's up? Like
the Swifty.
Yeah. Like, I fuck with your music, blah, blah. And then behind him, like, comes his homie, like, a minute later. And he comes, like, kind of squaring up, like, asking his homie, hey,
tough guy shit.
Hey, you good? And, like, me mugging us, like, hey, you good? Like asking, like, they're not talking to you back or anything like that. And then he tells me, like, he's like, ParkSide plugs, your ParkSide plugs. And, like, I'm like, yeah, that's me. And he's like, I see you doing your shit, like big shout out to you, like, I fuck with that, like, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I appreciate you. He's like, I think you have a song with one of my little homies, and I fuck with it, bro. Like, I appreciate you for, like, making a song with my little homie.
Damn.
So he shook me up. And then he told Swifty, like, where you from? And so, like,
he said it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He said it. And then that fool, like, started getting a little crazy. He's like, well, I'm from this side and blah, blah, like, you know what I'm saying?
He was on
and
the
then
politics.
We're like trying to think about it. We're like, what the fuck is going on? Like, they fuck with our music and they're trying to fight right now? What? Like, we're trying to, like, process that. And we're looking at each other like, what the fuck is going on? So, like, I'm trying to deal with, like, what the fuck is going on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then, fucking, that fool tells me, like, I see you be boxing. He tells me, like, dude, he's like, I see you be boxing.
Yeah.
I'll fuck with that. I'm not a boxer, but I want all the smoke right now. And
so he called you out.
And I look at him from head to toe, bro, and I'm like, did this fool just say what I think he said?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And you can't stop there.
He's telling me he's supporting me, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he's like, he says, so he comes in the conversation. He's like, yeah, the little homie's a boxer. And he said,
he spoke for you.
So Swifty, I'm not a boxer, but I want all the smoke right now. I'm down to box it out right now.
What did you have to box out though?
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I was like, bro, my first instinct was swinging right there, but I was like, low key, like, I feel like there's a little setup. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, me and Swifty were the outsiders just coming to a bar where we don't know, you know what
anybody.
I'm saying? And then, fucking, boom, one of our homie comes, talks to him, we go upstairs, we chilling, you know what I'm saying? We're like lucky, we're like thinking in our head, like, bro, we're lucky we didn't swing at this fool. No, I was like, this fool's is lucky we didn't swing, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, bro, no cap, like, I don't even know, like, we was talking about how we don't even know how we held back and how we're all confused. Like, we're like, they fuck with it, they don't fuck with it.
Yeah.
So then their homie comes up, and he's like, hey, bro, my bad for what happened downstairs. Like,
apologize.
I just want to say I'm sorry, my homie. I don't know, you know how it is to live in the hood, you know how it's like to grow up in the hood. And I look at him, Swifty's trying to talk to him, and I look at him like, you said what? Like, you know what it's like to be in the hood, so you let it slide? So you was letting your homie talk all this, and you was next to him, kind of just like boosting
and then
his
you
ego.
come up like a bitch.
Yeah, and he, like, instead of telling his homie, like, I tell him, like, bro, instead of telling your homie,
he should have spoke
hey,
up.
bro, chill out, like, calm down, like, there's people so cool, you know?
Yeah.
Like, instead of telling him that, he was just laughing next to his homie, trying to, like,
acting like he was on the same time.
Bro, when I told him that, I was like, why didn't you stop him before this thing could have gotten real bad? And he laughed, and then Swifty just sucked him out.
Damn, bro.
Yeah, bop.
Did you guys get kicked out or you dipped out?
And then, like, that was all, like, dazed out and everything, bro. And then Swifty was like, what's funny? Because, like, bro, I was low-key about to do the same thing. Like, if Swifty was the one, I would have been the one. Like, you know what I'm saying? So socked him across the table, like, literally across the table, bro. Like,
sending
like, you're right there. Say, sorry, bro. And I'm right here. And, like, literally, Swifty was like, whoop, like, Superman punched that fool.
That's fucking nuts. I mean,
but that's one of the times when it was like, all right, like it was with security for sure. We had security, but like it was mostly our homies, like being our security. You feel me? And then like our homies like got in there, kicked them out, like literally. And then I was like, well, I don't even know what it was about to happen now. We all gotta leave together. Yeah. Walk each other to our cars, cause
and get out of there.
As far as I know, like they let us get in. With you know, so with a toy, you know.
I mean,
so like they must have gotten in with the same thing.
Yeah, and they could be bouncing up.
They didn't even check us, bro, when we got in
to
the bar. So I was like, anything can happen right now. And with everything going on at the clubs out here,
Not even
I'm
gonna try
trust
it.
that I was like, these motherfuckers probably gonna set us up outside. So now we just hopped in our car, bro. Boom,
Bounce.
booked it, bro.
What was being in Greeley like? I didn't fuck with it.
Really, I didn't fuck with it. No, all love.
Nah, yeah, I did not fuck with the people.
It was a good vibe. I appreciate everybody for popping out when they popped out for my first show.
I meant just living there.
But I ain't never been there other than that. Man,
that was the first time.
That was just my first show. I never lived there. I just went over
Bro,
there.
I fucking lived there.
Nah, I never lived there, bro. That was just my show. Like, I had a little show.
Okay. Nah, that makes more sense. I was about to say, I fucking hated that shit, but yeah, Greeley smells like cow shit, so don't go there.
Yeah, but I mean, I like that smell. Nah, I'm just kidding.
Damn. Well, I appreciate you coming out, bro. We got an hour in. This is gonna come out to like 50 minutes. Drop a like, subscribe. I'm gonna link all his music, any way to get a hold of him, Instagram, all that shit down below. I appreciate you guys if you stayed this long. And again, just show love, support. Thank you for coming out, bro.
Hey, all love to my brother for having me on the interview, bro. And all love to everybody watching. You know what I'm saying? Fuck with me or not fuck with me, I still appreciate you for tapping in, regardless. So yeah, tap in with me. Hey, free my brother Sway. That's all I want to say.
For sure.
Yeah.